Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people, to struggle. Salute, salute. How you do, how you do. As you come on in, please know that this is a safe space. Please know that this is a space for learning, for getting learned up. Please know that this is a space for educating and being educated, the sharing of ideas. Please know that this is a space of love, of elevation, of enlightenment. Please know that when you in here, we are all seeking the true path to liberation, purpose, and unity. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. And as you come on in, tell your classmates that you here. Share, 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 share. Don't be the foul classmate. Don't be the one because you sitting up in here first and you don't tell nobody because you got your little notepad out like you a goody and you don't tell and you want, no. We don't want no one to fail these classes. Don't fail the class. Let your peoples know, let your classmates know you here. And if you or anybody you know has an anger management issue or believe you have an anger management issue, book an assessment. Quickest way to find out. Book an assessment. My classroom assistants. Yes, y'all gonna earn your keep. Earn your keep. Make sure all funding, because we fund the war effort. Make sure all funding info is in the chat for the duration of the class. Yes, all contact information. And if you, in all seriousness, if you or someone you know, a family member, an employee, an employer, a cousin, a baby daddy, a baby mama, a pastor, your male person, if anyone you know is going through a domestic violence situation, hey, please book an assessment so you can learn the strategy, so you can learn what to watch, the signs, to figure it out. Okay, the life you save may be your own. Now that we got that out the way, listen, who is in class? Man, let me know who in class. I see the great, the beautiful, the regal Rashida in class first with an apple for the teacher. Yes, indeed. Justin Rome, you get a 55. Strictly Game, the brand, LA. Peace and power. Big Derek O'Neal. Day one. Over 4 decades of friendship. Yeah. Trust and believe. Black men do stick together through all stormy weather. Slaughter, what up? J-Fry, Memphis in the building, 4-4. I hope you told Charlie Lemon what I said. Memphis finest. See Blaze, I see you up in here. What's good? K Cool, GB, Rick Gatlin, Blackleaf, Uncle Murder. I see you. Hey, Nave. Brown girl from Boston, the professor extraordinaire. Glad you can join us. Angel, what up? Hey, Wood, what up? I see you. I see y'all, all y'all. Who else is up in the spotty spot? Frankie, East New York. What up? What up? I see you. I see y'all. And I'm glad y'all here. Listen, before we get deep into it, we got to say sleep in eternal peace to DJ Mark, the 45 King who has transitioned a couple of days ago. Yes, indeed. One of the culture's greatest producers. Yes. So that's what we're going to say. All right? And, you know, if you aren't aware of his work, you should be. It's going all around social media. Different people are posting. People are close to him. People, excuse me, other MCs, other DJs who worked with him, you know, check him out. Check him out. Some of the most classic songs he is responsible of. Okay? Definitely. So we say sleep in eternal peace. I have to say this, and I have to say this in all seriousness. And however it comes out, with the intent to be assertive and inflammatory. Again, if you're from the West Coast or down south, or you not a student of the 5 boroughs in our hip hop scene, our hip hop culture, we are becoming aware that one of the greatest Queens MCs, right? Royal Flush, right? Out of the section of East Elmhurst, right? Can we say that? Flushing, Corona, the Bland, Left Rack, you know, from that head, you know, what else over there? Ravens, with that whole section, that whole side of Queens. We can even put Promenade in there. Royal Flush is gravely ill. Okay? Gravely ill. And I'm seeing this go viral within our timeline. Most of us, again, on the East Coast, the tri-state, but specifically the 5 boroughs. Extraordinary MC. Extraordinary. I mean, and never, man, you couldn't commercialize him. He couldn't be. So we're seeing that he's gravely ill. And I'm witnessing a lot of people in that space who are posting it, are asking for donations, support. Some people are not really giving too much information on it. So as I'm reading it, I'm beginning to hear that he has some form of cancer. And I know, you know, we shouldn't politicize this information, but I have to be very political here, because there are people, and I'm not going to, you know, bullshit when I'm talking about names. There are people who are very well off within this industry, or are giving us the appearance that they are well off, right? Who are connected to Royal Flush, right? Some very connected, some through 6 degrees of separation. But again, I want y'all to be very aware of the lack of empathy, the lack of sympathy, the lack of concern about these individuals that, again, reach for the bag or in positions of getting this bag, showing and flaunting wealth, money. Yet, these are some of the same people who either don't acknowledge the rest of the culture or for some strange reason expect us, right? The fans, the, people who walk the culture every day, who still have 9-to-5s, who still have other major concerns going on, to drop everything, pay attention, and foot the bills. Yet these individuals never show us no support, and we really don't know what's going on with these people until they are in the poorest of health. Now, I know for absolute fact that Royal Flush and Nori have some type of bond. Nori's been on some of his most classic work. And we know Nori's in position. We know that, right? Damn, a BET Award, we know that Nori has one, if not the top hip-hop podcast, YouTube space. And we seen who he just had on it, right? We seen that. We watched who he just had on there. The very man that's responsible for YouTube. Well, the growth of YouTube, the management of YouTube. We know that he was just on there. And we know what he's attached to. We know how much money he has. We know how much power he has. We know for absolute fact that banker and Nori should be able to scoop Royal Flush up and put him in the best of hospitals. That's an absolute fact. Now, whether they know about his condition or not, that's not for us to say. Whether we know how ill he is and if he is beyond healthcare, we don't know. I'm just speaking to the fact of what I'm seeing, what I'm witnessing. What I'm seeing and what I'm witnessing. We also know that French Montana, one of his most successful, if not the most successful song in his catalog, is sampling a Royal Flush song. We know that. That's an absolute fact. There's so many people in hip-hop that know of him and his work, that they should not be asking us for anything. That hip-hop, in its 50 years, should have enough resources to at least know doctors and then worry about the insurance some other time. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I always question whether or not we should have been celebrating Hip Hop 50. This is why when people like KRS speak about unionizing and been working very hard to create a union so you can get equity when it comes to the labor that you put out in the culture, that you can have health care, dental, that you could be taken care of in the culture. You got to listen to that. And when Drez talks about, well, I haven't heard it in a minute, but he spoke about a lawsuit against these majors for how the streaming fees and funds weren't getting to the rappers, to the MCs, to the dancers, to anybody. Do you understand? This is what we're talking about. So now, I'm seeing it. I've seen it. So many rappers. I've seen at least 6 of them talk about prayers up. Prayers up for Royal Flush. Donate this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Between Nori, Mr. Cohen, DJ FN, Nas, and so many others, French, all these people who have either worked with him or benefited from his work, that should be taken care of. That should be taken care of. So we hope that the universe gives him enough healing strength to get back on his feet. But what we need to be doing is demanding that folks, dudes like Nori, his first time guest and most, I'm saying, resourceful individual in the industry should get Royal Flush some health care. Okay? That's all I'm going to say on that. All right? Because that is a damn shame that we're in a space right now. And I want y'all to use that. That's the lens. Right? Remember, the same shit happened with Poetic. Grave diggers. Right? He's trying to figure out, yo, how do you have health care? How is somebody he's connected to, like the RZA, isn't, it just boggles your mind. It really does. It really, really does, that people who boast about making deals, branding, partnerships, you understand, with wealthy corporations and can flaunt jewelry and where they live now and cars now and all this other weird shit, but can never, ever give back. Never. It's never there to give back. But they always want you to focus in on them when there's a new product that's being launched, when there's a new song, a new movie, a TV show, some other weird shit. There's never to give back. And at a certain point, we have to draw our attention away, our support away from those individuals. Okay? I'm serious. I'm serious. Because I know when I don't get, I can understand. I can understand that. You dig? Because people are giving to them. When the dude said he got Ciroc, when the dude said he got effing, and when the dude said he got these sneakers and these jeans, and all this shit is going in a direction to these individuals who give you nothing, tell you nothing. When people who are really working towards your well-being, there's nothing left to give. Not even time and energy. You understand? So again, we send a universal healing, okay, to Royal Flush and his family. All right? Now, let's get back to why we really here. We want to talk about the propaganda, the fake news, the false narratives, and the things that all of a sudden we're not hearing about anymore. Things that they fed us because they said it was a matter of importance. And we don't hear about none of this shit. We just don't. Okay? And I was wondering about some of these things, and maybe y'all can help me out. Because this is one of the most intelligent classes on YouTube. Bar none. I don't care what anybody else is talking about and yapping about and got their goddamn microphones and yo, do you know that, that the Moors, or do you know that, as far as Wall Street is concerned, and do you know that if you eat a McDonald's French fry, your goddamn foot will fall off? Do you know? Nah. This is the most intelligent class, and I'm telling you that. So can y'all tell me, what the hell happened to the monkeypox? No, seriously, what happened to the monkeypox? Did that shit just go away? I need to know that. What happened to the monkeypox? They found a cure? Shit is gone now? What happened? No monkeypox no more, right? But then we were scared to death. Right? That shit was terrorizing the continent, right? All you saw was black-skinned people just packing it up. Gone now, huh? What happened to it? What happened? The hell happened to Jamie Foxx? Man, we were so consumed with that shit. Everybody was talking about, pray for Jamie. Then all of a sudden, Jamie was cloned. Now all of a sudden, we don't hear shit, right? We're talking about the conflict in Palestine. What the fuck happened to Jamie Foxx? Gone. Did he get the monkeypox and just pass out somewhere? So him and the monkeypox, they packed they shit up, they out. Right? Don't hear about it no more, huh? What's going on? Just two. Just 2 weeks ago. They talking about the aliens was coming. Remember that? Remember the shit I told y'all about? Remember that? They said E.T. was getting ready to show up. Him and Bibble. What happened? So we not stunting that no more. Pentagon said UFOs. They even changed the damn name. Where they at? Damn it, it's been 2 weeks. I'm ready to see them. I had some questions to ask these knuckers. So now, hold up. I know what happened. E.T. came and gave Jamie Foxx the monkeypox and took him up out of here. They gone. That's the only thing. Remember, Bibble snapped Dave Chappelle. They was gone. Right? Bibble. And 3 white, the triplets. Gone. So that's what we talking about now. How you get overconsumed. Okay? You get over consumed. All right? With this shit. And what's going on with it? You forget your purpose. Right? You forget your purpose. Nah, Fishbone, your ass get a 55. Matter of fact, you get a 35. You got to dig up out of a big old F. You missed too many classes. 55 for Fishbone. Put it down, C Blaze. Make sure you marking these people down. Fishbone get a 55. God damn it. Now, I'm telling you, when we looked at 45 and he was saying all this stuff about fake news, fake narratives, this, that, and the third, and exposing certain things, and had people really, really concentrating on what's coming through these news cycles. We know that we're dealing with some very real issues. Not only among us personally, but as a community, as a nation. So we got to be real careful about what is coming across these screens. Okay? We have to. We have to. Because we are the ones who are emotionally triggered by it. I told you that social media is a weapon. Just like they weaponized TV from the gate. Because it is a means of controlling space and time. It is a mean of controlling your time. Okay? And everything is not exposed. Everything is not given to you. Right? Which is why countries like North Korea and China are very specific about what comes across. Remember, Mao said the most dangerous thing was an idea. You understand? So that's why in this class we encourage each other to think, to be self-thinkers, to question everything, to research everything, to go into depth with everything. So we're not hearing about Jamie Foxx having the monkeypox and running off with the aliens no more. We ain't talking about reparations no more. We not talking about, now get this now, this shit gonna blow your mind. What happened to the Asian? Right? The black on Asian crime spree. What happened to that? Do you remember that? That blacks was just wilding out on Asians. What happened? They not doing it no more? All of a sudden, black folk ain't beating up Asian folk no more? Was it ever happening? You understand? And then when people DM me and give me certain information and keep it moving, like, yo, excuse me, what is your opinion on this? What is your opinion? Yo, I need you to build, I need you. It's overwhelming. It's a lot. And I have to sift through a lot of that shit. Be like, yo, because again, money, time. I got to weigh these options out. What does the class really need? What are we going to engage in? What is going to allow us to make sure that we staying on purpose? Okay? We have to remain on purpose, or these things can be used as a tool. Remember, television is new. 1939, 1940. And from its inception, it was controlled. You do know that, right? So don't think that this shit here is not controlled and monitored. You do know that. All them letter boys, all them organizations, very much in tune with what came across television screens, especially when it had to deal with news, because they can shift entire populations of the society to move in a certain direction, to have a certain feeling. Remember, right? Gone with the wind and shit like that. How a good majority of folks thought we were real dumb, ignorant, shiftless, and lazy. Or that we were predators and preying over white women as they passed by. That very ideal is what got 14-year-old Emmett Till murdered, lynched. Because this is the idea that they put in white folks' head. As soon as you were old enough to pee straight, you were able to attack white women. Okay? So now that we know and understand that type of thing, we have to be made aware of what they're doing now. See, because when we're speaking on content and ideas and having fresh ideas and moving our society in a specific generation, our generational society on a specific course, and you don't have the most intelligent people doing it, because intelligence could spark maybe not so much a revolution that they're worried about, but a confrontation that they really couldn't afford right now. So with hip hop, with commercial rap, having the influence and the energy that no other genre of music has, that no other culture has, right? This has a grip globally on the world. It came from us. Came from us. If you want to believe in the truth of the Bible, if you want to believe in the truth of the Quran or the Torah, you will have to know and understand that it came from us. Do you understand that? And those three religious texts and faiths have a grip on this world the same exact way hip-hop has right now. So that is the importance of hip-hop. But you gotta be mindful of the conversations and the way it's being given to you now, so you can broaden your lens. You have to broaden your lens, because now we're having some very weird and strange conversations. Okay? Very weird conversations. And it's like, yo, hold up. What are we doing? Why are these people speaking? Why are these things being presented to us? Gotta ask yourself why. Now, before we get into Monique, because Monique ass is getting a 55 for sure. She's 55 and she getting a 55. She's 55 and she's getting a 55. For sure. I don't know where she going. But again, she has a specific audience. She's been in and out of the whip. Okay? So you got to be careful with those folk. You have to be. But I want you to see how this shit is moving, right? So now that they had a pity party for black men, right? I want y'all to be mindful of what's going on. Because as black men have been hunted, as black men have been lynched on TV in real time, you understand? And the divide has been created between black men and black women. There's been a sort of a, oh, poor black man. Oh, we got to help him. Oh, he's so down, right? This shit has been going on for quite some time. And now there's been a shift and the focus has been on black men and what they have to say. So you see a whole bunch of different people being potted in conventional broadcast media, right in the space of social media, consistently. But look at what they're doing. Because at one time the pocket was separated, right? You had rap. You had commercial rap. You had hip hop. You had MCs. You had sports. You had Hollywood. Okay? Understand that. Now, since black men, okay, have been reinserted into the mainframe, right? The lens. And being the representatives, not of our nation, but the representatives of corporate America, we're going to mesh them all together. Okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to mesh them all together. And in that meshing, we're going to make sure that our narratives and our agenda and the space where we want them to be, we keep them there. So now, again, I told y'all last week, certain people shouldn't be having certain conversations. It makes absolutely no sense. We said that last week in class, didn't we? Didn't we? Yeah, we said that shit. So now look, I'm telling y'all, we got Shannon Sharp. Yeah. Shannon. Face beat Sharp. Shannon Mack Sharp and Chad Ochocinco. 2 sports individuals talking about the Joe Budden and Drake beef. That makes sense to you? That makes sense to you? Listen up now. A sports, do you hear me now? Something that is a sports vehicle talking about a beef between Joe Budden and Drake? Okay? Just like, how much sense did it make for Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson to have Jada Pinkett on their pod? What sense did that make? 2 of the most thuggish gangster and ballers and ex-NBAers with a banging sports platform talking with Jada Pinkett about her panties and Tupac? Media is powerful. It will blur your lines if you're not sharp with it. You have to be sharp with it, okay? Absolutely makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense that you can sit there and watch broadcast news. Channel 7, ABC News, or Channel 4, they talk about capping. All the slang terminology is on your news. Could you imagine Walter Cronkite or Bill Bradley talking about somebody's capping? The language, the diction, and got the damn nerve to put the captions on it. Very weird, but not. It's cultural invasion. Invade the culture, okay? Substitute the ideas and just sit back and watch. All right? We got someone, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champ, Michael Irvin, on Undisputed, another major sporting platform, go at his son for his son's rap lyrics, saying that he raised his son in a certain way, and that when he hears his son's raps, they're anti that. His son is on some street shit. Why do we need to know that? Was it promotion for his son? Who even knew he had a son that rap? Michael Irvin, Mr. Cocaine God himself. Playmate, sniffing that thing off them snow bunnies' booty cheeks right before kickoff? You, sir? Come on now. This propaganda, this senseless. These things are senseless. It moves us nowhere. But to those who aren't aware of what they're intaking, the messages, the consumption of mindless information, you lose space for things that require true thought. You dig what I'm saying? Gotta catch it. If you don't catch it, it'll go by you. Gucci Man, the boogeyman of the South, on stage embracing T.I., the C.I. What message does that send? Listen, what message does that send? And some people won't even see it. They didn't catch it. They won't peep it. Gucci Man, who really didn't have much going on. Because again, these people got to take their turn. So he gets reinserted at the same time Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives get reinserted and all that other garbage that got black women just looking stupid and dumb. Do you understand? So you got, again, Gucci Man giving a pound to T.I. on stage, allowing him to perform, and you wonder why these kids do the most heinous shit with each other and just rat and tell on each other. You wonder why they backdooring each other in New York. You're wondering why we're still losing a generation to bullshit. You have these individuals telling them to embrace the street life and the street code if they want to be the best in this rap game. Yet they themselves are showing you that they're not in alignment with anything in the street. I'm telling you, you got to watch this shit. Because in that same space that Michael Irvin just meshed the NFL with his son's rap career, the same way, okay, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes just meshed the NBA with Jada Pinkett's panties, the same way. Ocho Cinco is talking about Drake and Joe Budden. They missing the whole big picture that when we speak on these record labels, this culture, sending our children to prison, private prisons, I bet y'all didn't know that one of the biggest private prisons in this country, CoreCivics, right? The biggest private corporation for private prisons, has Thurgood Marshall Jr. sitting on the board of directors. Sitting on the board of directors. Why is that information not put out? We talking Thurgood Marshall. Isn't he the epitome of HBCUs? Isn't he the epitome of Brown versus the Board of Education? Isn't he the epitome of the Supreme Court? Isn't he supposed to be the epitome of black folk? Why would his son sit on a board in all his scholarship, in all his title, connected to private prisons? And you don't get that going viral. You don't see that coming through our timelines. But each individual who sit in the space of commercial rap that sign their names to these contracts, to these deals, to these partnerships, they're well aware of what they're doing. Makes you wonder, who are we? What is our purpose? So as you watching, I'm telling you, as you looking through your timelines on Instagram and TikTok and Threads and all this other weird shit that everybody wants to be a part of, where's the liberation piece? And don't think I'm going to let Umar and all these other fake conscious fuck people escape this shit. They're part of this dumb shit too. Makes you wonder, who are you listening to? Who should you trust with your ears, with your attention, with your resources? Because everybody's looking the same. Got their microphones. They got their banners. They got their things going on. It's the same. You think it's the same by accident? This is propaganda. This is how you rule a nation. This is rhetoric. It's intentional. Look the same, sound the same. Do this, do that. Okay? I'm just telling you what it is. So now, we have Monique. We have Monique, who was just thrown up under the bus. Remember that? She was just thrown up under the bus last week. And y'all wondered why. Y'all sat there, we had a whole class. We said, why would Kim Whitley throw Monique under the bus like that? That's the lineup. That's the wind-up for the pitch. Kim Whitley said, me and Monique, man, we had threesomes with Gerald Levert. Broke the damn bed. We sweating and humping and pumping. Woo, Grippergate. All this is going on. We like, damn, why would Kim Whitley say that? Homie gone. We said that, right? Homie gone. Why do we need that information? We know that what she was talking about was back in the day, so it wasn't slim and trim Mo. It was little hefty Mo, you know, husky, chubby Mo. So we know that they had to be because he wasn't a small dude, so they broke the bed. Remember we said that? We was asking, did it have a box spring? Was it a king-size bed? When he was tired, was Mo and Kim in each other grippers? There was a lot of things that came up in here. But the specific piece was, why did she throw her under the bus like that? Why? And we said, well, damn, maybe because Mo sided with the actors and the writers on strike. Maybe she was still owed some bread. Maybe she wouldn't shut up. But no. That's to get your attention because here she come, right? With this very, very interesting interview. Being very assertive and clear with the fact that she calls her husband daddy. Now, Bliz, why? Bliz, why? Why does that require you to speak on that? Because again, as I always tell you, you got to nip this shit in the bud quick. And this has been going on for decades. And in decades, it is very disturbing. I don't know for other people, but I know for me, when I hear it, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I always look and look at the people. It is very, very off when I hear it. And Bliz is far from a square. As I told you, I've been educated by one of the greatest Macs that I have personally known, Mr. Charlie Lemon, Memphis' finest. And I know what it's like to be on the tracks with them snow bunnies. I know what it's like. I know the language. I understand it. Not squared to it, but I definitely find it very weird, even in that life, which is a life of extremes, dominance, and submission. Okay? And even in that life, I would never, ever respond to a woman calling me daddy. Nah. Because even in that life, I was your awesome Lord. And if you've been in it, you know what the title Lord means when it comes to that. Okay? So for me to listen to an actress, Oscar winning, okay? Oscar winning actress at 55 years old with all her melanin, tell these people, tell the world that she calls a grown-ass man daddy and try to explain it was very, very troubling because I see it and hear it in young women believing that the shit is cute. Now, I don't want to have you believe that I'm coming at her, okay? Because in her statement and in this interview, it has more to do with him than it does her. Okay? Yeah. She deserves a 55. I hope somebody tag her in this. Yeah. It has more to do with him. Okay? Because anytime you look up the definition of daddy, it always refers to dad. Always. Daddy in a lesser context. And they just started using the word about the 17th century. Okay? The 17th century. Because again, children use the word. Children. So she went on to explain that in her relationship with her birth father, there was an absence from about the time she was 13, and that this husband was raising her right now at 55. How long she been with him? 17 years of marriage, but knew him, again, since she was about 14, 15. This has more to do with him than it does with her. Because even before I was a father of a young girl, right? My daughter's 18. She's the only one that could ever call me daddy. That wouldn't sound off and weird. You understand that? And do we not understand that us as a culture, Black Hollywood, street life, that the only time that we see women, young girls, call a man daddy that wasn't their father, there was a pimp involved? Ain't nothing slick with that. There's nothing slick with that. It is beneath a Hollywood actress, comedian, business owner. That is beneath her to resort to that slang. Now, she may say that it has more to do with her, but how can a man, I'm talking to all men, who are listening. How can a man sit in that space and allow not only his woman, but his wife to call him daddy and him feel good on it, about it, right? Because again, she could say she's doing it for her all she wants, but she also says she's doing it for him. So there's a certain point where she has to boost his ego, right? By calling him daddy, you want him to feel as if he's in a position of authority. Now, why wouldn't he feel like he's in a position of authority or a position of balance and equity? Oh, because he's dealing with somebody who is a celebrity. He's dealing with somebody who's bringing in that bag. He's dealing with someone who can overshadow him. So there's certain points that she must build within him. Especially if he knows, since he's been around her since a teenager, if he knows that she's been having threesomes with other celebrities. He may need an ego boost. So she got to call him daddy from time to time to make him feel, to make him, not be emasculated in that space. Hey, listen. I'm not just, you know me, I don't never just talk out of my ass. It got to be, listen, what it is. This is what it is, man. And if we want to look it up, let's look it up. Hold on. Why do guys like to be called daddy? Okay? Hold up. Why do guys like to be called daddy? Well, that's not a surprise because daddy is a term that is used in sex realm. Some might find it odd, but that's the truth. Guys like to be called daddy because that gives them a notion of dominance, power, and the ultimate controller. A notion. A notion is a thought. A notion of dominance and power. It might not be in actuality, but it's a notion. So when a girl says daddy, this is what's going on. And therefore, okay, let's go further. But how did the word daddy enter the sex lexicon? According to a report, the first time slang use of the word daddy was used in 1681. Prostitutes used this word to refer to their pimps. Let me say it again. But how did the word daddy enter the sex lexicon? According to a report, the first time slang use of the word daddy was used in 1681. Prostitutes used this word to refer to their pimps. Now, is she telling us that he's a pimp? Again, we know what the entertainment industry is. Pimps and hoes, power and dominance. We know that. We also look weirdly at certain women in the space of Hollywood, whether it's black Hollywood, whether it's white Hollywood, whether it's just TVs or movies. We always try to figure the dudes out. Because we know what going on in Hollywood. We know about the casting couches. We know about the Weinsteins. We know about that. Now, again, as we know from many pimps who vocalize what the life is about, you have to be in a certain space to picture a woman that you call yours sleeping, laying with other men. That cannot be an issue for you. So maybe in the science of what she is, in the science of what they are as a couple, again, somebody who allegedly had these three-ways with Gerald Levert, and we don't know who else you might have had these things with. And this has been your man. This has been the one who has raised you, who is raising you at 55, still getting raised up. Maybe you're telling us something. He needs to feel dominance. He needs to feel power. You have to give him a space where he is powerful. So you call him daddy in public, daddy in meetings, daddy in private. And want us to jack that. You want us to believe that. You want other women to feel comfortable in that. Nah, Mo. Nah, we not jacking that. Nah. Nah, we not jacking that. And I don't want you women to do that. Be mindful. We know words have power. We come on. Conscious folks told us that, all them queens with all them different names and titles and rocks and all that, they'll tell you words have power. So how you bending over, getting your cheeks slapped and somebody all up spanking you, and you look back and you can say, daddy? That's where y'all at with it? That's where y'all at with it? That wouldn't make you just pause? Man, grown-ass men, you doing your thing? And you getting busy and she's look back and daddy? That wouldn't make you freeze? And then hold up. Huh? What's going on? Where's your mind? What's going on up here? Gotta be truly specific when you analyzing what we are watching, what we've been through, what we started to accept as basic behavior, as standard behavior, as okay behavior. Should no grown-ass woman be calling nobody outside of her father daddy? Nah. Your ass about to, you about to be, I don't know, you got big enough sons, you could be a grandmother. And you look, and you calling somebody daddy that you kiss on, that you suck on, that you love on. No. Again, there's inadequacies within him that need to be boosted up. Because, nah, I'm not jacking that shit. He raised you. Shit. Nah. Monique, your ass got a 55. Your husband, he got a 55 too. Yeah. And any of y'all in this class, y'all better not never, ever have anybody you dealing with as a lover, as a husband, as a partner, allow you to call them daddy. We ain't doing that shit. Fuck out of here. Again, that's pimp talk. Hoe talk. Ain't no positives in that. None. It's like ain't no positives in y'all calling each other bitches and all that. Ain't no positives in that. Ain't no positives in that. None. You can't spin it. Can't spin it. Bitches? Yo, that's my bitch. That's your female dog? Female dogs period, lick themselves. So that's what y'all call each other bitches because y'all lick on each other? Because they lick themselves? Stop that dumb shit too. I mean, y'all so quick to have feelings and emotions when somebody calling y'all the N-word. Right? So, you know, that's just what I wanted to speak on. You gotta be mindful of what's going on up here, how people can use certain things against you, especially the media. What they deem as important for you to know. We ain't hear nobody talk about liberation in a long time. We just don't get it. We don't hear it. We speak about it here in this class. Nobody on the news talking about this shit at all. There's no movies on it, no docs on it, nothing. Everything that they give you at the end of it, your end result is you still being enslaved and not owning your labor. That's a problem. That's a problem. Before we close out class, and I'm gotta be specific with this. Okay? I have very few of these original titles left. This is my memoir. I'm telling you right now. I may, because I do have it in longhand, be re-editing this. So these, that's it, collector's item. If you want it autographed like this one is going out, I'm telling you, Cash App or PayPal, but make sure you have an address. $25, because I got to mail it out. That's the postage. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, because the postage is up there now. It ain't like it was where I was shipping them, it was $2. If you want them, get them now, because I'm telling you, I'm in the streets with them, and they're moving. I only have about 40 of them left. And this is the original cover. It was another cover that I had that was working. when I was selling them out of the trunk. Okay? So if you want it, you need to get it. Of course, you can get them. I don't even know if you could continuously get them. I see some people get them still on Amazon from First Books and all that, but you need to work on it now. Because once I go outside, I know it's a wrap. Once I set up anywhere, it's going to be gone. So if you want this memoir, and again, I don't know how long it's going to take for the re-edit. I can't tell you if it's going to be exact same. All right? But get it now. Send that immediately. Again, the information, you got the Cash App, you got the PayPal, all that is in the chat. Get it now before it's gone. And you can see, you see, because people thought I was playing. You see when I was in the mountains, that was the entire bed. State boots and goddamn, at the time, the Patakis. Y'all can call them skips, and that was that. Did 10 joints just like that. Ain't nothing fancy. Ain't no 10 boots and send me this, send me that. Nah. So this is my memoir from that time. From Rikers Island, back up north, going to the parole board at on 9/11. Everything is up in here, right? People want to know what we speak about. This is about 4 different letters. Okay? Put you in the frame of soul, dad, brother, blood in my eye. Same situation. So if you want that, got to put your order in, because they're going to be gone. And at that point, you dig? My Cash App is in there in the chat. Bliz, BLIZ 155, or PayPal, Karim, Karim J 586. Okay? So you want your autographed copy, get it now. Once I go outside, it's going to be a wrap. And I'm talking about I used to do 10, 20 before I leave the block. By the time you get downtown or something, they be gone. Okay? So get it in now before it's too late. Because I damn sure know, even in the re-edit, this cover's gone. I don't even think I had that picture no more, because I didn't take pictures up top. This was like one of the only pictures that I took up top. My whole thing was to get home. And look, got home, never looked back. 18 years ago. All right? 19. Shit, my daughter 18. 19 years. No looking back. Damn. Shit, I did my thing. You know recidivism over this motherfucker. All right? So get it while the getting is good. Okay? And still, don't forget to get the All-American Justice System Handbook, because we can't stay out of the justice system. Oh, man. That's what I wanted to build on, too. I definitely wanted to build on that. The brother Leonard Cure, killed by the police. That's going to be a build. I think I'll do that tomorrow, because there's significance in that. We gotta be mindful of how we present ourselves. I always tell you that. Always tell you that. But this is a brother, and I'll do that. I will give excerpts from this, and we'll do book club. Excuse me, we'll do book club. And I told y'all to get the book. I don't know how many of y'all got it. I asked y'all to download. I told you, All God's Children, the Willie Bosket story. And I gave y'all a couple of weeks and said we was going to get into some of the dynamics of the chapters. I'll come on tomorrow. Y'all not ready. Y'all all going to get 55s. Because I told you. So we do a combined class on the justice system, how it affects our people, how it affects the family members that make an attempt to support, how to support. We do a big thing on that. We do a good class on that. All right? There's a lot of people that is in this space, they can't speak to it. They haven't been through it. And if they've been through it, damn it, they forgot. They're forgotten. You know? So again, peace and power. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. You got that?